Are men failing other men? The answer is simple. It's yes, they are. We are to blame for the male loneliness epidemic that we have created for ourselves. We are to blame for the lack of social support that we have and lack of emotional depth and maturity that we lack. I think we are to blame for majority of the causes for the problems that we have. Why is it that when you sit in company of men, like you're meeting in a group and it's all men out there, it's always trying to one up each other. It's as if that you're in a constant competition with one another. But I can understand where it's coming from because this is a system where we have been brainwashed by this knowledge that you're in a constant competition with other men, and when another man uh, try to tell us that, okay, I've achieved this or I've done that, and instead of being happy, we get jealous or we try to one up the other guy. And it's the same if another man comes up with an emotional problem, with an emotional feeling, such as heartbreak, such as sadness, such as just this sorrow or depression that he has been facing. He gets ridiculed for having these emotions and basically has to put a facade of being strong. And it does not work because at the end of the day, when you keep all these emotions inside of yourselves, one day they're gonna get burst. One day the bubble is gonna get burst. And when it does, it's not pretty. And I think this is the whole cycle that repeats itself, that they don't know how to be emotionally available for other people. They don't know how to fulfill other people's emotional needs, and they negate every social aspect. Instead, they form these connections with materialistic things that they own, such as money, such as status, such as social hierarchy among other men. This becomes the foundation of their personality, and eventually it leads to them being bad fathers and then being just a bad influence on society because they were raised and born in a place which negated their needs. They were raised and they were friends with people who did not have the emotional capacity to be there for them or hear them out or just tell them that everything is going to be okay, that okay, life is pretty hard, I know, but you will get through that. You will eventually feel better. But unfortunately, we lack that space, we lack that emotional awareness, and it needs to change. The change has to start. And yeah, I think this is also the reason why a lot of men end up hating themselves, and at the end they project this hatred towards society, towards other men, towards women, and towards basically everyone. And then they have this negative attitude towards life, almost pessimistic, which is to say, as if they don't want to do anything, they don't want to be part of the society anymore, and they just stop existing. And it's because the society, this patriarchy, has hindered their ability to even come up and say that, okay, I'm hurting now, I need psychological help, I need therapy. This is so much looked down upon, the stigma around therapy, especially here in Pakistan and even in India, I assume. This is the awareness that we have been lacking. But I think the first step starts from acknowledging this problem. The first, we need to, as men, we need to realize this problem exists. We need to realize that we cannot fail other men. We cannot negate other people's needs, all we can do is help them out. If you see another guy who is making a mistake, who is not on the good path, who needs guidance, who needs some support, who is struggling, reach out to them and make sure that they're doing okay. And if they open up, make sure to hear them out, because that is the least that we can do to create this change that we desperately need in our society. So, yeah, at the end, I just wish that we could keep our friendships less territorial and competitive, but instead nurturing and focusing on helping other men build and be better, and also learning from other people, other men, and trying to be better every single day, because no man is perfect, no human is perfect, but the best that we can do is try. Everyone makes mistakes, so stop living in such shame, because you can definitely rise above that. You can definitely rise above your despair and your sorrow. So make sure that you guys are someone who are in touch with their emotions, in touch with their feelings, and you are able to coherently be able to say your feelings out loud, be able to realize what you're feeling right now, and be able to realize that things change, time changes, and that this too shall pass, and just stop living in such competitive lifestyle, because you're not and race with them. You're there. You're part of a culture. You're part of a community. Stop looking at your friends as competition. They're not your competition. They're your tribe. They're people that you need to protect and that you need to be there for. So, yeah, this was about it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.